Make no attempt to reload your device. You are now entering the Hellhole.
The nightmare begins. We're back. Welcome to the Hellhole. Back in Dimension X. Back in Shredder's Revenge. My connection has just decided to shit the bed right as I get going. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that thrilling? Are we good? Can we continue? We'll see. We're going to try to finish out Shredder's Revenge.
Lost arch enemies.
Let's see how this goes. So far, so good. We've been having a nice time with Shredder's Revenge. And the Ninja Turtles. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whoa, whoa. They're coming in thick and fast. Let me do some jumping. Alright. Not what I was expecting to come back to. So we're getting close to the end. I looked it up. There's only 16 stages. This is stage 14. Not long now. If you want to see what brought us here, you can always check out the archive to see those previous installments. Had a pretty good run last time. Hopefully we'll continue that. Getting all those power-ups, that's going to help. So it's the pizza from hell, I guess, that we're dealing with here in Dimension X. I'm playing Leo, as you can tell. Turtles are all here, ready to play. You can also check out Splinter and April. So far I've been digging Leo. It's a comfortable fit. He's a well-balanced character. It's usually the pitch. And so far so good. Well, I say good. With these guys, I guess you just want to time it right. For the most part, this is very much a button mashing proposition, but there are some nuances. I'm enjoying that about this game. I would say the big selling point is just the presentation. It's a good looking game, authentic looking to the inspiration, the cartoon. Wow. So if I know this game, there'll be health here because I just died. That seems to be how it works. Yeah, there it is. I might have known. Let's try not to get it till we need it. Kind of expecting these final levels to be a little bit more difficult. We had a pretty good run last time. Getting to grips with it. We got a hellhole. Alrighty. Handling it. The heck is that? I have no idea what that did. Some kind of shredder tiki? What's going on? I don't know. I'm getting my ass kicked now. Ugh. Neutrinos can really just go back to hell from where they came. Probably one of my least favorite things about the old cartoon. Unless I'm remembering wrong, I think they've changed the voices for the neutrinos in this game. I'm sure they were much more obnoxious in the cartoon. What do we got? Ooh. The Kano of Turtles. They call him Slash. I call him Trash. I'm something of a trash myself. Yeah.
Gotta get off this ride.
It'd be great to finish off a boss without losing a life. I've been doing okay, but not that good. We're close. We're close. Nope. Well, nearly.
Workout, guys. Oh no, I've been trashed. Oh.
You're damn right.
Looks like another victory for the forces of good.
Another boss for the bin.
Let's get down to business.
Obviously, the voice of Shredder had to change. Uncle Phil is no longer with us. I'm kind of not too upset about that. There's something about that Shredder voice that always reminds me of acid reflux. Okay, so we got one more of these to get. I thought we had them all. 1, 3, 3. Let's press on. Ooh. We got Krang. Robo Krang in the big bot body that's been put back together. You've seen that. Hey, there he goes. So you've seen them reassembling that throughout the game. But it's not Krang's revenge, it's Shredder's revenge, so you know who's lost. Krang may play Emperor, but it's going to be a Darth Vader finish, I think. This guy again. Alright, sure. You insist. Oh, that's brilliant. Right into the path of the big robot spiders. So I still need to get good, clearly. And so I think that's the difference between story and arcade mode. Story mode's going to give you the extra lives, the extra health, power-ups and things like that. Arcade mode is old school brutal, do it in one sitting kind of deal. For now I'm happy with story mode. I think if I clear it out here I'm going to check out arcade mode. I wouldn't mind seeing what happens if I play with some different turtles at some point. The big draw is going to be Casey Jones. We can unlock him. Everybody's favorite Psycho. Sports equipment Psycho. Coming up here. Alright. Oh, good.
Gotta get off this ride.
Gonna get smashed. You trash. Well, I didn't necessarily want to do that, but it is done. Always nice when health shows up and I haven't just died. We'll call that a win. So everybody's showing up for the big finish. I like that. That makes sense. We've seen all of these NPC types throughout the previous stages. Now it's kind of a mixed bag. The last hurrah. Always nice to see old friends. I guess seeing old friends is kind of the entire theme of this game. Okay, these guys are trouble, and I forget what their deal is. Well, that's one way to deal with it. Sure. Yeah, not what I meant to do at all. A well-timed pizza. Always appreciated. It kind of annoys me that you dash. When you dash, you don't jump. You slide. That's a little annoying. Could do with a good charging jump. But I guess there is a double jump sort of deal here with invincible frames, I think. So I shouldn't complain too much. Okay, the heat's on here. Didn't mean to do that. Feeling a little sloppy. There goes my connection again. So if you're watching this later, I'm not experiencing any kind of, dropped frames or lag or any of that. Unfortunately, that's going to show up in the recording now. This game is very smooth. I haven't had any real notable problems, so certainly do not let any kind of stuttering there lead you to think that the game is any less than magnificent. So what's the deal with these pizza things? Because I don't remember them. Wasn't there something that was sort of like the Xenomorph, but pizza? Is that what they're playing off here? Have they tweaked it? Have they tweaked it to be a little less obviously infringing on intellectual property? Is Disney maybe a little more litigious than Fox were? I don't know. Maybe this is just a pizza creature I don't remember. Entirely possible. I'm no expert. I was a fan. I watched the cartoon on TV. I've got a DVD or two, but I'm certainly no expert. But you already knew that. I like all the different Foot Ninja, Foot Clan guys they've got. The variations are pretty good. And the color choices are pretty appealing. There's some good gags where they're hanging out in scenery and stuff like that. As we near the end, I'm definitely feeling this has been a good game. I'm pleased to have played it. I don't I don't really make all that much effort these days to play games as they come out, but this one I pre-ordered. I got the disc version, so it was delayed from release. You've probably seen better players than me already go through it. If you haven't, I hope you've enjoyed checking it out. If you need more turtles in your life, so you can check out the full archive on YouTube. Links in descriptions and all that. And I also played a little bit of the 2003 version. That's in the archive too. Ah, you son of a bitch. Lose a life, find a pizza.
I am invincible.
Here we go.
I'll teach you some manners.
Well, I didn't want to get that pizza, but I did. I guess you shouldn't look a gift pizza in the mouth. Okay, what are we doing here? Doesn't this happen in one of the other games? Is this? I don't remember which game does this, where the legs and body split. You got to fight them independently. I know it's one of them, and it's in the Cowabunga collection. Still deciding whether I'm gonna check that out. I might.
Hello, follow me.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Riashen. Oh boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I appreciate that. Trying to get those follower numbers up. So I'm still deciding if I'm going to check out the Cowabunga collection. There's a lot of games there that I never played, so that's enticing. There's a few that I probably don't really want to play. So I don't know about that. I'm good. How are you? Am I saying that right? Riashen? I don't know how to say that. Man, these usernames. I'm glad you're well. I'm just hanging out, trying to beat up Krang. The usual kind of deal. Not doing such a good job. It's fine. We got lives. Take that, you evil brain.
You fell for my diversion. I have a surprise for you.
Ooh, surprises.
I will show you how a true ninja fights.
The Shredder!
The world is mine.
I like what they've done with... Oh, come on. Well, that's a waste of pizza. I like what they've done with the Shredder. He's looking good. I think he's got a little bit more edge than he had in the cartoon. Whoa, hey. He's got some tricks up his sleeve. What is this, Mysterio? I wonder if we're going to get Super Shredder. How many Shredders do you need? Whoa. Getting my ass kicked. Oh yeah, you liking it? I like it too. It's pretty good. Rishin says the game is fire, and I agree. It's pretty good. Yeah, get him. Whoa. He's the real one. He's the real one. Get him. Man, I'm getting chumped. Shredder isn't messing around, man. Hey, you like classic fighting games? You got any favorites? Oh no. I jumped out. I'll try again. How much do I have to do again? Is it going to be the whole level? Could be. So you like fighting games? I like Double Dragon. I like Streets of Rage too. They're a couple of my favorite. The classic sort of belt scrollers, scrolling beat 'em ups. I'm not real good at general fighting games, but I do enjoy them. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, all that. I like a bit of Tekken. Looking forward to new versions of those games. Wow, so we gotta do this whole level again. Well, that's okay. Let's get it done. I lost some health last time on these guys. Try to do better. Oh. That's better. Need to save my lives for the shredder. Here we go. The sound of destroying that cannon column thing, that reminds me of something. I think they're in one of the games, but the sound reminds me of another game. I'm from Australia. How about you? They tell me I don't sound as obviously Australian as some, but it is true. Can't remember, did these have anything? Nope. Ah, Netherlands. Very good. I like how international Twitch is. Get to hear from people from all over the world. It's a lot of fun. We're all the same in the end. We're all just fighting our ninjas. Oh, there goes my connection. That's Australian internet for you. Hopefully it's not too choppy. It probably is. So I wonder how health works in this game, because I could have sworn I came across health by now. Mousers. Wow. Well, there's the pizza. I knew there was health somewhere around here. I gotta get good. I like this. I like the jumping. What got me into streaming? That's a good question. I don't know. I just sort of... It was there and I thought it would be a good idea to learn a bit more about it, see if I could do it. Just see what happens. It's kind of fun to hang out with people and it gives me a good reason to play some games. Sometimes we neglect to have fun. And I figure streaming sort of gives me a little nudge to get some game time in. Hang out with the gamers. See what it's all about. Not trying to be famous or anything. Just have a good time. That's what they tell me. Rishin says we should follow our dreams, and I think that's good advice. Gotta do more of that. Forget what the gimmick of these guys is. These guys are tough. I think you just gotta go at them. All the different colored hand ninja have different gimmicks, so that's nice. Mixes it up. Gets you to flex different muscles, I like that. Keeps it fresh. These guys are good at blocking. Ah, I missed my opening. Get him. Oof. Alrighty. Okay, there's health here, I think. Oh, come on. What are you doing? Just gonna grab that. Try not to blow myself up. That's a little pro strat. Don't explode yourself. Hey, what are those guys doing? Okay, these guys are trouble. Alrighty. Okay, this is a little bit of a problem. Nothing we can't handle. Keep that hot, man. You know it. Whoa! Where'd this guy come from? Nice to have those spikes helping out. That'll do it. Okay, well, apparently there was health in there. We'll take it. I like these yellow ones. They remind me of the Shiraryu Scorpion's clan. That's fun. My biggest tip. Wow. I got nothing. I don't know, man. Be good to your mother. The perennial tip. It happens. Oh. Gotta get those follow numbers up. That's the big tip. Ah, man. Gonna get some of these guys out of here. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. I like that. I like there's some good little details in this game. Good little bits of animation, little character bits. Just makes it that little bit more satisfying. I don't want to lose that. I want to lose a life here. Oh no. These guys. These black ones, they're tough. And I don't know what their deal is. That's not good. Alright, well thanks for stopping by. Nice to see you, Rishin. Thanks for following. You're always welcome here in the Hellhole. You too. Go pursue those dreams. As we all should. I'm just gonna keep hacking away at some ninjas. Ninja robots. Probably should have left that pizza. So, am I doing a little better or is it the same? Might be the same. Let's try to save those lives for the shredder. And I think there's another stage after this, so I'm thinking Super Shredder. I wonder, can I dodge out when I get stuck in the corner there? Ah, yes, the classic get in the way, it's your own fault style. Kick those legs. Definitely wishing I had that pizza still handy. I gotta stop running into attacks. Oh, come on. I gotta close this out without losing life. Come on. Ah, come on. Well, wasted that. Okay, that's good. That's what we want.
You fell for my diversion. I have a surprise for you. I will show you how a true ninja fights.
The Shredder.
The world is mine.
Here we go. Let's try to make that pizza count. It's a little tricky when it's on the battlefield. Ah, damn. I should have gone straight for it. It's okay. Could still come in very handy. This guy's good. I don't remember. Did they redesign the Shredder as the series went on? I don't remember him looking this mean. The blades are looking a little bigger. The shoulder pads nice and beefy. Okay, let's get some pizza. Okay. Enough of those Mysterio antics, man. Don't want to be in between them all. Ooh, we're so close. Can't be that easy. I'll take that. So one more. What's the last level?
You haven't seen the last of me.
Whoa. It's the freaking Statue of Liberty, man. Okay, we did that. I still think that's a little too quick.
You got all the shards way out.
So I guess... I guess that's not in the arcade mode. All the sort of bonus things to find. Where am I? Down here, 16. So bringing us back to the start. So we're gonna fight the Statue of Liberty Ghostbusters style. Wow. Oh wow.
I shall rule the earth with an iron fist.
Ay caramba. Do I have to worry about falling in that hole? I feel like I probably do. Right. No. Oh, okay. I think I don't think you can fall in the hole. So that's good. Getting blasted, not so good. Wow. So that's a life already lost. Yeesh. I wonder, can I throw them over? Nope. There's something very appealing about that clunky toy looking stuff. So it's a little chintzy, but I like it. Okay, so you can just stand aside for that. And handle. Okay. It's a little bit tricky reading the depth of field sometimes, but it's not too bad. For the most part, I think it's totally doable. Get over here. Move, man. That's kind of frustrating when you get locked into an attack. I don't know if there's a... Can you dash to cancel? It doesn't feel like it. Maybe. Just trying to make something happen here. Is there more? What do you got? Super Shredder? Oh man. Whoa.
Give it up, Shredder.
He's not messing around. Jeez. I think I'm in trouble here. Okay, so far, not so good. Come on.
Gotta get off this ride.
So am I just waiting? Is that the deal? Yeah, I don't think I'm doing any damage. Wait for him to do that, and then punk him out. Wow. I keep forgetting what all these things are from. Obviously Super Shredder was in the movie, but I'm sure there's a game that has a fight like this. I guess I gotta get that Cowabunga collection. Jog the old memory. Freshen up on the turtles. Jeez. Super Shredder's really kind of kicking my ass. I'm not gonna lie. Lost life. He's got a whole lot of health. I think I burned a little too much on the statue. Wait for that. No, 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 no. Ah, come on. Wasted that opportunity. Accidentally dashed. Couldn't get where I needed to. Okay, power up. Weakened. Beat him up. That's what we need. Feels a little long, but I started poorly. If you had a perfect run of this, it probably wouldn't be too bad, but... Oh, stop dashing! It's a little bit, you know, oh no. Oh no. It's a little bit easy when you're just moving around to accidentally dash. Now I'm so worried about dashing. I'm probably missing attacking opportunities. That's okay. We got one here. Trying to use that dodge. Get. Can be a little frustrating when you maybe accidentally tap an attack. Or accidentally tap forward twice. Now suddenly you're committed. Committed to a total mistake. That's not going to do it. Wow. So I got to do all that again. Wow. Well, we can do it. We have the technology.
I shall rule the earth with an iron fist.
That is cool. It's cool, and it just feels very appropriate for the times. The times of the cartoon, that is. Not so much now. Although we are sort of entrenched in a never-ending retro nostalgia boom. Can't seem to escape it. Might as well enjoy it. Shredder's Revenge is one of the better examples, I would say. Okay, this thing you gotta sidestep or it will mess you the beef up. Doing a lot better this time at least. Definitely want to save my lives for the Super Shredder. Come on. So that was good. We know what we're doing now. Getting it done. That gives us 5 lives on Super Shredder, which I would suggest is what you want. Here we go. He's looking good just in general. I like that slightly tweaked design. 2003 Shredder was pretty good in the 2003 cartoon. Like the comic Shredder, of course. Always here to punt for comics. Wow. Wow. Okay, avoid that. And then go in for the kill. I got that little challenge for beating it without using the super attack, and I gotta tell you, the super attack almost doesn't feel worthwhile. Might as well beat the challenge. You don't need it. Trying to use that dodge. Oh, not so effective there. If I can get another shot in before I lose this live, that'd be nice. There you go. Well, that was waste. Okay, we got 4 lives. We can do this. There you go. Give me my opportunity and I'll take it. So where are we? We're a bit over halfway. Spooky shredder ghosts. I like this. It's cool. Adds a little something. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Take the shot, kid. Didn't realize I had it. Didn't think it would be that easy. Here we go. Oh. Try not to dodge into the fire. I know Duran Duran make it sound glamorous. Do not dance into the fire. It will burn. Here we go, here we go. Do some damage. Getting it done. Whoa. Here we go.
My revenge? Impossible.
You toast, man.
Looks like another victory for the forces of good.
That went pretty well. Whoa. New York can rest easy once more now that Lady Liberty has been restored to her former gleaming glory. He, Vernon Fenwick, who was not at all scared, can... Oh no, it's too quick. Being defeated by the city's protectors, the Green Guardians of Good, the Web Warriors themselves. Oh, come on. The Punk Frogs. Get out of here. Vernon, the Evergreen Chump. What a dirtbag. Ooh. Foot has been foiled. What's next for Leonardo? More training. A ninja is always ready. I wonder, do you get a little different thing for each turtle? Tonight's the night for a party. Friends, family, pizza, forever. Hey, there's Casey Jones. He's eating through his mask. What a nut. Well, that was good. It was a real nice time. Like I thought, the last level's a little bit tougher, but we handled it. We had a good time. I wonder if it's going to tell me, did I unlock Casey Jones? Did I do enough? All these folks deserve a pat on the back. Frederic Jamis, I don't know, Adam J. Marin, Simon Graveline, all good. Programmers did a good job. Krell, Massey, Schomburg. Those animation supervisors did well. The animators did great. Background artists. This does feel a lot like a game where everybody did their part. Which is not to say that there are games where people don't do their part, but I think we really had a sense of it. I would say maybe the writing was a little light on. The story is not that complicated, but generally this is just a very satisfying game. I've really enjoyed this. I was a little bit unsure at first, but as I came to appreciate the nuances of the controls and just getting the attacks right for each opponent, I really enjoyed it. And I'm definitely going to try, if we get Casey Jones, I'm going to try to do a run with him. Because that'd probably be fun, and I've got enough knowledge now to hopefully get through it relatively well. I don't know if it'll be a single sitting, but, you know, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's fun. So you can speed up the credits, but not necessarily skip them. That's cool. We want to give these people credit. They did a good job. I don't want to skip them completely. I think these folks can hold their heads high. They did a good job. Sometimes these retro revivals, they don't always go well. I think this one worked out pretty well. It kind of, it juggled its reference with its fresh style. If I get that Cowabunga collection, I'll be able to compare this to some of the other games. Performed by Mike Patton. See, that's cool. I didn't necessarily recognize it. The music in the game is really, really pretty cool. It feels, consistent in tone and style. Hey, look at that, Sam Silver on the sax. See my little sax? I've got my sax on the microphone. I don't know if you can see it. It's tiny. There it is. Levitating in the white void of the Hellhole. Up here in the top left, over here. There he is, that's Mike Patton. Hopefully the audio's not too quiet. This game is a little bit more quiet than some of the games I play. Whoa. I don't know the names of the original voice actors. I wonder if that's all of them. There might be some changes. A lot of good folks here. I don't want to be a jerk, but I also don't want to sit here for hours with credits. Good game. Thank you for making the game. Thank you for letting me play. Oh, what do we got here? Those damn punk frogs. Look, all these that irritates me slightly. The fact that we collected all this stuff and we got nothing for it. I like that the Statue of Liberty's got the red bandana. I don't know if it is, but it feels like a little nod to the original comics, which I like. Hey, here he is. Lawbreakers. So that's cool. Casey Jones ready to go. I'm probably going to wrap it up, but let's have a little look at Arcade. See what's different. Still not going to pay attention to the tutorial, even though I'm sure it would have helped me.
Select your hero.
I'm just checking out Arcade, so I'll stick with Leo. Might be good to check out some of the other turtles. I played a little of Splinter at first. Definitely, you definitely feel the difference. There are definitely differences. Splinter was a little bit more lunging, so he didn't necessarily have great reach, but he was moving across the screen a lot. Sort of felt very different. Leonardo was a nice, safe choice, I think. Leonardo got it done. If you want to see all this stuff, head back to the archive. Check out the first installment. That's where you'll see all the sort of cutscene stuff. Cutscenes are really good. The art direction's really good. Everything looks as it should. So I think Arcade is basically, it's the no frills version. I don't know. I think is that, so I've got, if I'm reading that right, I've got 3 lives, 5. Oh, what's the 5? No, I don't know. Five, now 6. What is that? What is that number? I've just played the entire game. I still don't know what those numbers are. Now it's up to 10. 11. Was that number there before? I really don't know. encouraging me to use the super attack. I don't know if I want to do that right now. Vernon, you jerk. Get out of here. You telling me the foot tag, channel 6? Not cool, guys. Look at that. Look what they did to that chair. Outrageous. You have no respect for furniture, you slime. Don't worry, guys. They're robots. They explode. Everything's fine. Nobody's getting hurt. It's all good. Don't worry, England. Everything's fine. They're hero turtles. There are no ninjas. It's fine. Isn't it nice to play a version of the Turtles who can use their weapons freely? I appreciate that. That's a good thing. No Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. So, is the super fleeting? No, or am I... No, I'm earning multiple... What's that yellow number? You got your little HUD display in the top left. That yellow number's creeping up. I don't quite know what I'm looking at. I don't remember that before. It's not to say it wasn't there. If you're new to the game, I think story mode is the way to go. It's a bit friendlier. I'm presuming like level to level in arcade, I'm not going to get more lives the way I did, or at least not. I'm not going to start over each level. There might be if I get maybe that yellow number, if it reaches 100, I might get something. If you get to 1,000, maybe you get something. It's kind of an arcade style way to go. Whoa, frozen mates! Got the pizza man. Hey, what are these guys doing? Aerobic South style, what's going on? Shield guys, good at defending. Not so good at getting thrown. The foot ninja design is a little different to what I remember of the games. I think, sorry, the cartoon. I feel like the cartoon, they're a little bit gawkier. They're not quite as solid looking. I could be wrong about that. Maybe I'm thinking of the toy. I think I had a foot ninja toy. I've already told the sad tale of the very few Ninja Turtles action figures I had as a boy. What a terrible childhood ordeal of only having I think I only had Donatello. Did I? Maybe not. I really don't remember. I had a Rat King and a Foot Ninja. I didn't have Michelangelo, which was what every child wanted. No tips. No Michelangelo. Let me get the violin. Well, it's a shame to lose a life, but I'm curious. So if I get to the next stage, will I go back to 3 or will I remain at 2? We're gonna find that out, folks, and then we're gonna wrap it up, I think. Kind of want to tighten things up here. Why is that broom, that mop and chair squiggling so much? I've already forgotten. Right. Let's get him. Bebop, skibop, doop, deebity bop bop, beebada bop bop, bebop boop. Skibop, doop, boop, bebop, deep bop bop. Trying to distract him with bebop and scat. Get him.
Looks like another victory for the forces of good.
Cowabunga indeed. Rocksteady's got the head. He's footballing it. So in arcade mode you still get the story. The story is not exclusive to story mode. You just don't have the overworld and the unlocks. Which is actually not a bad thing, to be honest. But here we go, we're starting with... how many lives? Give me that HUD. Yeah, so 2 lives. Health's still puny. So that's the difference. Arcade mode's just a little bit leaner and meaner. Which is a pretty good way to play, I would say. I just may, today. So if you want to see the full playthrough, you can now find 3 parts in the Twitch archive, and very soon you'll find them all over on YouTube. You can see me play through the whole game. I had a little bit of trouble to start, but we got there. We got the hang of it. I had a good time. Hopefully you have a good time too. Think about joining the Legion of Hellions by smashing that follow. We're still working on that mystery game tally. We're getting closer though. We're getting closer. Big shout out to, well, I still don't know if I'm saying them right, but Riashin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I really appreciate that follow and some nice words from the Netherlands. That's pretty cool. Always fun to see folks from around the world checking things out, saying hi from time to time. It's a big old world. A lot of fun stuff out there. Isn't it fun that we can all sort of come together and enjoy something as silly and fun as the Ninja Turtles? A global phenomenon. Certainly a big deal down here in the land of Oz, and of course in the Hellhole. I am thinking about wrapping it up. Don't forget that you can also find more Turtles in the archive. Like I have said, I've played the 2003 game. It took the brawling belt scroller into the 3D domain. Had nice cel-shaded graphics, which for the time were very attractive, cartoon appropriate. That game was invested in the 2003 cartoon to a degree that it actually just plays clips from the show as you play levels inspired by each episode. So if you're curious about that one, it's a way to sort of get a little taste of what that cartoon was like. This one, as we know, very much modeled on the late 80s cartoon. And if you're watching in the archive, why not drop a comment? Tell me, you think I should get into the Cowabunga collection? Do the classic games as well? Is that something you think might be a good idea? Would I find that rewarding? I was never too excited about the one-on-one fighting game, the Tournament Fighter. But it's in there, so that's kind of nice. The arcade game's in there, that's very attractive. I think it's even got the Game Boy games, which is kind of wild. These collections are getting real good. I'm actually pretty impressed with the Cowabunga collection. I don't know that it's missing much in terms of those classic retro games. You're not going to get the 3D games in there, but you know, that's something for another day. Hell of a lot of Ninja Turtles games on all the platforms. Really brings attention to it. Yeah, hit me up, leave a comment, tell me if you think I should check out the Cowabunga collection, because I'm not totally sure. This has been good. I've enjoyed this. I got myself a disc copy of this. I am considering a disc copy of the Cowabunga collection. Hopefully that's the kind of disc copy where you can throw that into the machine 20 years from now and still play it. Because that's what we want. We want games that are forever. Like a pet at Christmas time. A forever pet. Forever fun. Fun here in the Hellhole. That's the name of the game. Don't let the name fool you. They tell me it's a soothing hellhole. A relaxing, nice time of playing games. Good company, good games, nice guy, nice games. So I think... Does the super meter work a little different in arcade mode? I gotta wrap this up, man. I think I might come back to Stanley Parable. I've got to get back to Elden Ring. That's been gnawing away at my brain. I've let Elden Ring lapse a little. I think maybe I'm feeling a little out of my depth in Elden Ring, but I'm kind of interested to see where I can go next. If you've got suggestions for where I should go next in Elden Ring, check out the archive, leave a comment. You can do the same for Stanley Parable. I know a few things, a few options I've got still on the boil in Stanley Parable. See what happens. That's been a fun one. Lots of games, lots of fun. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, leave a like, do all that good stuff. Or don't. Just do whatever you want. I'm not telling you what to do, man. Watch it double speed, skip around. You know, you're getting a little fed up with me doing the same thing again and again. Slide ahead a few minutes. Do what you gotta do to get the best experience. I'm giving it to you, warts and all. Well, that's Bebop and Rocksteady taken care of. Good game. Very satisfied. We'll be back sometime playing with Casey Jones. Maybe we'll check out some of the other Turtles, April and Neil. If you haven't played this game, and maybe you've seen me play, tell me if you think you're going to get it. Do you like it? Did I sell you on it? I'm not trying to sell it. This is not a paid endorsement or anything. I'm just a fan. I've enjoyed this. Good games for good people. I'll be back with something new, something else, maybe something old, but something else sometime real soon. Smash that subscribe and follow and all those things. Adios, amigos. Godspeed, Spider-Man.